Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Bisons of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Dallas Cowboys. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's the second-year back, Pierre Strong. And he's got it to about the 40. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. Now Jones. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now Jones wants to change it up. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Bisons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Cowboys in 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. Touchdown! Terry Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Throwing, Jones. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Now
Jones going to change it up here. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
These two teams all tied after one. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cowboys 7. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
21.
Off play action. Jones looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. He may go. And touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bisons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Wide open receiver complete. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Strong. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
The throw over the middle taken in. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Jones now on 1st and 10. Gets it to Strong. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Jones looking to change the play.
Here we go. 11.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run with Strong. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. One more time with Strong. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Pierre Strong, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is going to be smothered in the backfield again as he ran into a wall there. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's dumped off to Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. Spins away. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21.
Now they'll change things up.
43-yard line.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. A give running right is strong here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the real 1st down.
Jones on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going with Strong on the counter. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jacorian Bennett has it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with the grab. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Hold on. Set. 11. Here we go. 11. Set.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Omaha! 12. 21. Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
Give up the middle to Strong. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
6 yards left on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing, Jones. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They'll try to run with Strong. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone. But still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hey, kill.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Hey, old nigga, I know you cheated. You had a glitch play on me, nigga.
For the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
I don't know what that is. That nigga was supposed to be open like that, though.
But this one's over.
I don't know if you can hear me or not. I can't hear you, though. That's crazy.
Extra point up and through. And that will shake.
I'm gonna call you after the game. I can't hear nothing.
24-point game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now Ryland for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
44. Cowboys 14. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for our visitors, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for